Change your density, change your destiny. If you go inside, you can really break free. Listen to the people that be messing with your vibe. When you on your journey and you gotta love your life. When you meditate, you can see your blessings multiply. Just a little clip on just so you can find your vibe. What's good with y'all, man? It don't matter who watching this. I love you. But yeah, man, we doing it. We charging up right now. Wow, look at this. Ain't that something else? Who thought of this shit? How the fuck did this shit just get here? This big ass tree. This big ass tree. How did that big ass tree get there? That big ass tree grew like that? Same way I be thinking about that, I be thinking about me. The shit around me, the way shit is, why it's like that. I don't know, ever since I was like legit, always had that why. I always be asking why. I always had that curious, like, I want to know some shit. I want to learn some shit. And I feel like that's because I had a foundation of, let me not say that, not a foundation. I feel like I was destined. And when I say destined, I mean destined to spread this energy around, to spread this light, this positivity, destined to spread this shit. Because in my life, I've noticed that. Because the negative, it'll work too. It'll work, get me wrong, don't get me wrong. That shit'll work too. Like, you'll get money and all that shit. Like, you'll be straight. But for my life, I noticed that doing the negative shit, it'll bring things in return, but it won't bring things that'll last. It won't bring things that'll last. It'll bring things temporary. When I say temporary, don't put it, in some type of bracket. Just think of it as not long-term. Not long-term to the point where, it's a positive outcome on that energy that you're pushing out. Over time, that all that negative shit gonna come back to you. That shit is coming back. So you gotta, not even so much helping y'all wake up. It's not even that. Like, y'all gotta look at yourselves and be like, what I'm doing right now, is this what I want to be doing? Like, is this what I want to be doing? Like, for real. Like, really look at, like, the energy you putting out into the world. Like, even like my voice, you're not hearing words. I'm not speaking. Like, the 3D, like my vessel got these, it's like a guitar, like, got these chords and they vibrate in a certain way. And you give awareness to that part of your, your body, it'll vibrate. And when it vibrates, it creates a frequency. Literally, it'll vibrate and it'll create a tune, and it'll be pushed out in a certain way that you can hear and interpret in your mind. I'm dead serious. Everything is energy. So with that being said, you literally push energy out into the universe with every word you speak, literally. So with knowing that, the power of your words and the weight of your intention and the actions that you take and the things that you do is extremely powerful. It's extremely important. Look at this. It's a beautiful trail. Look how heavenly she looked just coming through that shit. Like, this is her lane, you feel me? Like, she not confused. She know exactly where she at. But it's beautiful right now. It's beautiful. She got my attention. She's so beautiful. She kind of threw me off, but she ain't throw me off. We right where we supposed to be, Because there ain't no strict guideline for nothing. Ain't no second guessing. Hey, ooh. What the fuck? We here. About to go sit down by this tree, man. Cause we out here. But we not far. We exactly where we supposed to be. With every word you speak, you're pushing energy out into the universe. That's sending out a signal. Think about somebody's actions and how that energetically is pushing out through the world. It's gonna come back one way or another. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. And it's either gonna hit hard or it's gonna hit harder. It don't matter. The 3D isn't a good representation of an energetic transaction. The 3D is not a good representation, because the karma could be just like this. I could steal a penny. I could steal $5 from somebody, right? Or I could see somebody drop $5 and not tell them nothing. Pick that $5 up, take on that karma, use it, right? It's not this for that. You know what I'm saying? You could get something, and then you could build up $1,000 and then lose it all because the energy of that right there. It's time for that shit to come back around. So, shit is important. This shit is powerful. I'm not saying nothing complicated. I'm not saying nothing new. I'm just looking at the experiences that I see in my life and shit around me. I'm just making these connections, man. I see this shit every day. Every single day I see this shit in one way or another. And by me, you know, looking at the shit around me, it helped me look at the stuff inside, you know, on the stuff that I haven't worked on yet. I go and look at the reasons why I do certain things, why I do what I do, what was around me at the time, all type of shit. And you can't never, you know, go through and learn it all about yourself. Hey, hell nah. You can't learn all this shit by yourself. You need others. You need help. If you can only go within so far, then you got to start looking outside at least. Because you can go within and escape everything around you all day. But on the outside, all right, now that you found a place where you can escape and you can find a stable energy where you can, you know, manifest things in a positive light. Now that you can do that inside of yourself, now you can really get to what you're supposed to be doing here. Once you can do that and get to that space where you're not controlled by the shit around you, the 3D, and you break away from the mind control that these niggas got you in. Because me too, I'm still hearing this shit. Like, we here, but we can't lead this shit. Like, physically. Like, the real us could go and come as we please, and we could, you know, experience shit. But the bodies? Nah, we here, man. Earth. Birth. Be earth. We here. You know what I'm saying? When this energy gonna get transferred and do what it do. Bella. She over there vibing. Nah, she just being a fool. But we here. That shit coming back, man. And it's gonna slap. I fuck with y'all, man. I really do. Bella, you fuck with them too? But when you figure out the power you have, the impact you have, just by being you, just by speaking your truth, just by being in your own skin and your own identity, you can make a huge impact on the things around you just by being you. Because everything is energetically connected. Whether you see it or not, everything is energetically connected. One way or another, everything make its way back around. Because everything worked together to create this existence here. You got to know that. Some little things can, you know, go here and there. Some little things can be variables. But some key elements, big things, they're real vital. Because if you switch them up, it'll break the foundation of everything here that exists. Or everything in which wherever exists. Think about it. Let's say there's some type of, you know, agenda going on where they get in your minds all wrapped up in shit that don't really matter, so you stay less focused on going within and finding yourself, the power you have, and more focused on other shit. Because when you focus on that other shit, you give power to that other shit and you lose the power that's within. Let's say there's an agenda like that going on, right? A big shift in the foundation of that agenda would be a lot of people in the focal point of that agenda to be waking up and saying, oh shit, I'm not trying to give my energy to this shit that I don't really give a fuck about. I want to give the energy to the things I want to give about. That's an example, you see what I'm saying? A lot of people wake up, it'll break the foundation, it'll cause literally an entire shift in reality. But just food for thought, y'all. I'm here. We done with our little Medi. We out here, we vibe. Look, that nigga rolling. He's scrolling. Bella, come on. You know how I go. We out of here, man. Bella, come here, baby. Bring that ass. Time to go, mama. We out of here.